Kid Rock, rock legend or unruly madman, a $150 million millionaire, owner of a simulated White House. But after all, violence, betrayal, political scandals, dangerous enemies, what has been hidden? Check out 8 interesting facts about Kid Rock, the last of which will surprise you. Kid Rock, life at 53 and best friend Donald Trump. Kid Rock is not just a rock star, he is a phenomenon, a symbol of power, wealth, and the indomitable American spirit. With a huge fortune of up to $150 million, Kid Rock not only makes people admire his great music career, but also his bold steps in American politics. Known as one of the closest friends of former President Donald Trump, Kid Rock does not hesitate to express his strong political views. Donald Trump himself personally chose him to perform at the inauguration in 2017, an event that shocked the media. When appearing on the Fox Friends Weekend program, Kid Rock proudly declared, "I feel like America is entering a new era. Look at what Donald Trump did in his first term. It's only going to get better." To the media, Kid Rock is not only an artist, but also a major political figure, a person who dares to stand up for his views despite public opinion. But Kid Rock's life is not only about politics or music, but also about the ultimate luxury. But the most shocking thing recently, Kid Rock officially became a grandfather. Last year, he welcomed his first grandchild, marking a new chapter in the life of the man who was once considered the most rebellious person in the American music industry. From that moment on, Kid Rock changed. He no longer parties all night like before and spends more time with his family. At 53 years old, Kid Rock has no intention of stopping. He continues to write, perform, and maintain his strong influence in both music and politics. But $150 million is just the beginning. Kid Rock's story still has many secrets that have never been revealed. And if you want to know more shocking facts about powerful figures, don't miss the next video. Comment Kid Rock if you like him. The untold story of Kid Rock, from luxury to the streets of Detroit. Imagine growing up in a mansion, surrounded by sprawling orchards with everything money could buy, yet feeling utterly trapped. This is the story of Robert James Ritchie, the boy who would become Kid Rock. His father, William Ritchie, was a powerhouse in Michigan's car industry, a self-made tycoon with prestige, power. Everything was set for Robert to inherit a legacy of millions. But deep down, he craved something different. At just 10 years old, Robert first felt the electrifying pulse of Detroit's slums. The streets were alive, not with privilege, but with struggle, with stories, with music that spoke of survival. The beats hit him unlike any he had ever heard in his comfortable world. He wasn't content being the rich kid with an easy future. He wanted to fight for something of his own. While his father demanded discipline, putting him through grueling farm work to teach him the value of labor, Robert's heart was elsewhere. He spent nights teaching himself to rap, to DJ, to breakdance, anything that could get him closer to the music scene. Detroit became his second home, a place where he wasn't the son of a car mogul, but just another kid chasing a dream. Instead of opposing his son's rebellion, Bill Ritchie saw the fire in Robert's eyes, the kind of passion that couldn't be extinguished. And rather than force him into the family business, he did something few would expect from a man of his stature. He supported him. Kid Rock wasn't handed success. He carved his name into Detroit's underground music scene with sweat, with defiance, with the hunger of a man who had everything yet wanted more. It changed the course of his life forever. Kid Rock, millionaire rock icon. From a hip-hop loving teenager on the streets of Detroit to the creator of a $150 million music empire. Kid Rock transformed the entertainment industry with his unique rap rock style. At 19, Kid Rock, real name Robert James Ritchie, made waves when he signed with Jive Records and released his debut album, Grit Sandwiches for Breakfast. It didn't take long for him to become a prominent rapper, sharing the stage with legends like Ice Cube and Too Short. But what set Kid Rock apart wasn't just his success in hip-hop, it was his daring, rule-breaking streak. In 1993, Kid Rock made a bold move when he abandoned hip-hop for rock. His album, The Polyfuse Method, was the birth of something unprecedented, rock rap, a violent blend of street beats and the explosive energy of rock. But it wasn't until 1998, with the album Devil Without a Cause, that Kid Rock truly became a legend. The hit Bawadababa blew up the charts, helping the album sell over 15 million copies, a number that would make even superstars jealous. Not stopping there, Kid Rock continued to expand into country music in the early 2010s with albums like Born, Free, and Rebel Souls, creating a new style but still maintaining the rebellious spirit. Later albums like Sweet Southern Sugar and We the People continued to affirm his position in the music market. In total, Kid Rock has sold 35 million albums worldwide, building a fortune of million, a number that many artists can only dream of. But money doesn't define him. It's his daring, and willingness to break all limits that make Kid Rock an icon in the world of rock music. Kid Rock's empire, mansions millions, and the $50 million White House. While many artists are content with mansions and supercars, Kid Rock goes one step further. He owns a unique piece of real estate, a $50 million replica of the White House. The White House sits on 50 acres of land in Tennessee. At 27,000 square feet, it's not just a house, it's a palace. The bathroom is decked out in gold, from the tub to the shower to the toilet. Every detail inside is patriotic, eagle-shaped lamps, American flags everywhere, and the curtains in the house are all made in Detroit, a proud reminder of his roots. It's an entertainment paradise with a swanky bar, leather sofas, a poker table, and a space perfect for hosting high-end parties. Kid Rock once joked, "Walking in here, I feel like I'm living in a king's world." And in fact, with a fortune worth hundreds of millions of dollars, he certainly lives like one. Next up, we come to a gem in Point 2, Malibu, a ritzy area where listers gather. The $1.6 million mansion became a treasure when Kid Rock sold it in 2020 for $13.2 million to DJ Diplo, a deal that netted him a $1.6 million profit. After leaving Malibu, Kid Rock returned to his hometown of Detroit, settling into a 6,000 square foot mansion right next to the mayor's house. At $2 million, it's not the most lavish home he's ever owned, but it's a very American one. From a Detroit tycoon into a rock icon who owns his own White House, he has not only succeeded, he has rewritten the definition of luxury. Do you find the impression of Kid Rock's simulated White House? Kid Rock's $4 million private jet, a flying middle finger to the world. Kid Rock, cars and mansions were never enough. He needed something faster, more powerful, and undeniably rebellious. So he went all in, dropping a staggering $4 million on the ultimate status symbol, a Bombardier Challenger 600 private jet. But what truly sets this private jet apart is its audacious in-your-face design. The tail of the aircraft is boldly emblazoned with a giant middle finger salute, an unmistakable mark of Kid Rock's untamed spirit and rule-breaking lifestyle. It's a declaration I live by my own rules. Inside Kid Rock's garage, supercars that represent power and class. Kid Rock doesn't just own cars, he owns a fleet. Each car in his collection is more than just a means of transportation. It's a statement, a symbol of his rebellious spirit and lavish lifestyle. From his one-of-a-kind Silverado to his Royal Rolls-Royce Phantom. If Cadillac is a symbol of wildness, then the Rolls-Royce Phantom is the epitome of luxury. And this $700,000 Phantom is more than just a means of transportation, also a mobile palace whenever Kid Rock attends major events. Covered in a perfect gloss black paint, the Rolls-Royce reflects light like a black diamond, with the Spirit of Ecstasy emblem proudly on the hood. The mark of those who stand at the pinnacle of power. Kid Rock once owned a legendary 2005 Ford GT, a car built for thrills and speed. The Le Mans-inspired car sold at auction for $638,000. Its presence in his garage cemented his love of high-performance engineering. Kid Rock doesn't just drive cars, he collects legends. The muscle car, which appeared on the hit series The Dukes of Hazzard, has become a symbol of rebellion and speed. In Kid Rock's car collection, nothing says rock country more than his 1975 Cadillac limousine. A car that's not only completely customized, but also has the personal touch of a legend. Originally priced at $10,000, this one-of-a-kind vehicle was completely transformed by West Coast Customs into a vehicle fit for a king of music. The all-black exterior with gold accents plus shag carpeting, hidden 32-inch TV, and built-in Jim Beam whiskey rack cigar drawer. Every detail screams luxury and wild style. Plus, Kid Rock's exclusive Chevrolet Silverado Born Free is beyond price. In partnership with Chevrolet, this one-of-a-kind truck was built to embody the freewheeling, rebellious energy of Kid Rock's hit song, Born Free. He personally visited the Silverado HD assembly plant in Flint, working alongside Chevrolet's finest engineers to bring this beast to life. And when he finally got behind the wheel, he knew this wasn't just a truck. It was a testament to hard work, American strength, and the pursuit of freedom. Kid Rock, rock legend with a heart of gold. On stage, Kid Rock is a rebel, but in real life, he's a generous man who'll do anything to help his community. Kid Rock once decided to auction off his beloved red Ford GT, a supercar with just over 3,000 miles on it, equipped with BBS alloy wheels, red brake calipers. $640,000, all of which he donated to the Kid Rock Foundation, an organization he founded to support humanitarian programs. From sending thousands of aid packages to American soldiers overseas to helping disadvantaged communities right here at home. But for Kid Rock, the joy of owning a supercar can't compare to the happiness of knowing he's helping people who really needed it. Kid Rock not only supported American soldiers with money, but also personally visited military bases, performed and talked with them, bringing the warmth of home right in the middle of the battlefield. He once said, "I can't bring them home, but I can bring music and make them feel at home." With his relentless dedication, Kid Rock has become a powerful icon, not only in music, but also in the community. Kid Rock is more than just an artist, he is a trailblazer. Over a career spanning decades, he has created a revolutionary wave in the American music industry, blending rap, rock, hip-hop, and metal in a way that no one had dared to do before. He not only dominated rap rock, but also paved the way for bands like Limp Bizkit, Linkin Park, and brought new metal and rap rock to the forefront. When he stepped into country rock, albums like Rock and Blues 2007 and Born Free 2010 created a revolution, bridging the two worlds of rock and country, reshaping the entire contemporary music scene. Times change, but Kid Rock has never been left behind. He is not afraid to experiment with new genres, constantly reinventing himself while still maintaining the rebellious spirit that made Kid Rock the brand. The result? Every show is sold out. The reality album is a hit, and Kid Rock remains one of the most influential figures in the American music industry. Kid Rock and his fateful love affair. Kid Rock may have a wild demeanor on stage, but in love he is a loyal and passionate man. However, the first woman he loved, South Russell, left an indelible scar on him. The two met in high school and spent 10 years together, full of ups and downs. They had 2 children together, but in 1993, Kid Rock discovered a cruel truth: one of the children was not his biological child. The shock shattered all trust, turning Kid Rock from a loving young man into a single father at the age of 22. But instead of falling apart, he accepted his fate, stood up, and decided to raise his children alone, putting music and family above all else. After the initial shock, Kid Rock entered a passionate relationship with Pamela Anderson, the queen of Hollywood sexiness. They met in 2001, got engaged in 2002, broke up after a year, but then reunited in 2006. A dramatic love story that captured the attention of the whole world. When they officially got back together, many believed that Kid Rock had finally found true happiness. But tragedy struck again when Pamela suffered a miscarriage. The pain of losing a child turned love into suffocation. Arguments and tension gradually suffocated the relationship, and then separation was inevitable. After the ultimate pain, Kid Rock no longer sought love in the glamorous world of Hollywood. In 2007, he met Audrey Barry, an ordinary woman, not a star, not a person in the entertainment industry. She worked at a small restaurant in Detroit that Kid Rock frequented. Her simplicity and sincerity won the heart of a man who had suffered too much. In 2017, they officially got engaged, and while Kid Rock keeps his personal life private, he occasionally shares that his family is happier than ever. From deep wounds to rediscovered love, Kid Rock is more than just a rock legend. He's a true warrior on the journey to happiness. Kid Rock, scandals that shook the world. Kid Rock has always been at the center of heated confrontations, but the most memorable brawl was his clash with Tommy Lee, the drummer for Motley Crue. At the MTV Video Music Awards, The story stemmed from a long-standing feud between the two involving Pamela Anderson, who was Tommy Lee's wife before dating Kid Rock. While Alicia Keys was performing on stage, Tommy Lee sat with Diddy and made provocative comments. Unable to contain himself, Kid Rock walked straight to Tommy Lee's table and delivered a slap in front of everyone. Before Tommy Lee could react, Kid Rock punched him straight in the face, turning every event into a melee. The incident shocked the world, becoming one of the biggest scandals in MTV VMA history. Kid Rock was fined $1,000, given a year of probation, and required to undergo psychological counseling. But this event also affirmed Kid Rock's arrogant, reckless image, making his name hotter than ever. It's not stopping there. Kid Rock continued to cause a stir at the Hard Rock Hotel Casino in 2007 when he tried to find Tommy Lee to settle the score after a fight. But in a fit of anger, he mistakenly knocked on the door of a strange family's room. Realizing his mistake, Kid Rock immediately backed down, apologized, and even signed autographs for the entire family to avoid legal trouble. A somewhat humorous situation, but also one of the most heated moments in his career. Not only causing a stir because of violence, Kid Rock was also criticized for his controversial political actions and statements. For many years, he continuously used the Confederate flag in his performances, considering it a symbol of Southern rock music. However, this flag is also associated with a racist past, causing him to be heavily criticized. Finally, under public pressure in 2011, Kid Rock was forced to stop using it. But the storm did not stop. In 2019, Kid Rock caused controversy when he made obscene comments about Oprah Winfrey and many other famous people of color and Baka. And in 2023, he continued to stir up public opinion when he posted a video of shooting a series of Bud Light cans, allegedly protesting an advertising campaign featuring transgender model Dylan Mulvaney. Although Kid Rock has never directly expressed his views on race or gender, these actions still seriously damaged his image, a wave of controversy that lasted for a long time. What we find most impressive about Kid Rock? Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Like this video, subscribe, so you never miss a new story about the world's most fascinating people. Thanks for watching.